Hello Artosis donated $3. I love tight warm cunt. What? Anonymous donated $3.33. Ani Young Haseo Cure. I am a cutie for Cure. Cuties love Cure. Go go Cure. Cure fighting.
All right. Cure has some of the weirdest fans out there. I like praise Cure so much, and I have Cure fans sometimes that attack me. It's the weirdest shit. All right. Here we go. Game 3. Who is going to go up to play against Bjorn in the finals? Solaris is our map. Top right is Clem. Bottom left is Creator. Well, I think the way this has been played so far, I do favor Clem a little bit. It does feel like Clem is just slightly stronger in this matchup than Creator. That's kind of been my gut feeling that we've seen. You know, but Creator, definitely he has a plan, right? Colossi, Phoenix Colossi, 3-base very quickly, sit on 3-base, try to kill. Because he did that both games. First game, it made more sense to me because it felt like he only had this one window and Clem was going to get too far ahead if he sat back and played macro. But then the second game, he did better defending and then did it again and won. So this might just be like this is the window that he likes to try to win in right now in the matchup, which is totally fine. Well, factory is coming up. Command center gets started up in the main base there for Clem. I don't think Creator's going to put that much pressure on like he does like to send an adept across, of course, to get some scouting, but that's about it. Now, Reaper going to jump up. Doesn't find any info. You know, sometimes someone will make their tech there. We saw earlier a Twilight made there. So there is the possibility, of course. Reaper going to come up to the front. Double Shade chasing him away. So, you know, obviously a very different opener. We'll see how many gates he goes with this blink. That's kind of how you can tell what's going on in a game like this. There is a Cyclone coming up, so like a little bit of anti-air. That's not, you wouldn't really want that against Blink specifically. Not that, I mean, the new Cyclone is like pretty decent overall, but yeah, it's more of a nod towards Stargate. So as you can see, he hasn't scouted yet that it is Twilight. Well concealed here for Creator. You know, Stargate opener into Twilight has maybe Clem thinking that it's going to be more of the same. Mine and a couple Marines coming up. You know, if you go Phoenix, this is going to be a lot harder to do anything against. And that's an anti-Phoenix placement there on the mines, by the way. A little bit of a nice play, right? He's trying to bait, though. He's like, hey, come down with your Phoenixes. Let's go. That is a good camera angle. Cheers to Mapu. Very cool looking. And he is just going to dive here. Now, more Stalkers have been made. I actually didn't catch exactly how many gates there are. It looks to me like there's 3, which is the most normal, especially for Korean players. Yeah, it is in fact 3 with the Prism. Oh my god. 8 probes. Kind of insane. He does kill a lot. There is potential for counterattack damage here. Oh, that's a real good catch. The rest of the units running home very, very quickly, getting a bunker up. Clem going to have to play this a little bit defensively, since when that prism comes out with all these stalkers, you are going to go across the map and try to look for damage. It's only going to be one siege tank for a bit, so that definitely opens up possibilities for damage a bit more. Dude, I think Creator might be able to do this now. This actually looks pretty decent for him. Like, there's not much to defend. So see, the tank siege is here. So now you can just bring the stalkers to the main. Right? Absolutely you can. Still picking off what he can. Trying to bludgeon here at the front. Doesn't want to get in siege tank range with those two very hurt ones. Oh, that's a beautiful siege. That's a beautiful siege. But Blinks on top? Oh my god, the Marines are dealing so much damage. Though. I don't know that this was the move. I don't think so, man. Oof. Bit of pain right there. Lost a lot. Man, I think that was absolutely the wrong move. I think, honestly, if instead he just rotates over and blinks in the main base, that he can get a lot more damage. Blinking on top of the siege tank there with that many Marines, the SCVs immediately surrounding like a swarm of bees, that did not do what he was looking for. So now his stalker count is hugely reduced. He's got 4 here. They're very badly hurt. I mean, he has potential here for damage, right? Still going to get some harassment, but it's not like it was. Even on worker counts right now, generally you would consider that to be an advantage for Terran. Third Nexus going to be going up. Wow, actually pretty even as far as what's been lost. But you have to consider what's been lost too. A lot of the value that was lost for Clem doesn't matter as much. There are these early game things that you get to kind of defend and they don't scale well and you're like, that's fine. Like the 2 Cyclones, for instance, right? That's a big percentage of the value lost. But they aren't actually that valuable. All right, Storm is on the way for Creator, which is a nice change. We don't see that very often. Kind of reminds me of like a trap-esque opening. That's actually something that can really put you into a favorable position as well. If Clem takes a 3rd command center, right, lands it at the normal time that we've been seeing, well, obviously this opener is different, so it'll be a little bit later than what we've been seeing. But yeah, if he just takes a 3rd base, a lot of times what happens is you have Storm here and your opponent is actually a little bit unaware. And then you just walk up to the 3rd base and you just screw things up for Terran. Because like the odds of having ghosts when this hits is very, very, very low. Now, you can't really attack the natural, right? The natural is so well defended when Terrans sit on 2 base. Like, look at that. You don't want to attack into there. Psystorm's not going to make the biggest difference here. It's when they take the 3rd. So that's kind of where you get your damage with a quick Psystorm build like this, generally speaking. Oh, he's just going to try to storm the army right now. I don't know, man. That wasn't good. What was good about that? That just wasn't good at all. That was so worthless. I'm like pretty heavily confused. Because now look, a Ghost Academy starts up. Like, he doesn't know that you have storms. Wait for an engage, you know? Like, I don't know. I did not like that. That was not happy about that one. So now this attack going up. He does have some storms here. He has a couple storms. Puts them on the Marines. Okay. Yeah. I think Clem's going to be able to take this, honestly. He's got so much damage output, and you wasted 2 storms doing absolutely nothing before. Imagine if he didn't know and you had 4 storms here. Holy shit. How different does that look? Well, you know what? Actually, Charge is about to finish. He has a decent warping round over there. If he can drag the mines, he could bust this pretty well. Okay. Okay, it's time. It's time. He should have 2 more storms here as well. Dude, that was not... What am I looking at? Creator taking a pretty poor engagement. A pretty poor engagement. GG. All right.